All right, so number 9 says, which of these statements is correct? Select all that apply. So that probably means that there's more than one answer. So we'll just go through each one and see which one's correct, and then we'll circle that one. All right, or select it. Okay, so the first one says, a solution to the equation x squared equals 8 is x equals square root of 64. All right, so it says, a solution to this equation, x squared equals 8, is x equals the square root of 64. All right, so x squared equals 8. First off, this is the equation, okay? We should probably solve this equation. That'd be a good idea to start off with, all right? So let's solve this equation, x squared equals 8. How do we solve this for x? Well, you take the square root of both sides, right? This goes away, and you get x equals plus or minus the square root of 8, okay? So that means these are the solutions, okay? These are the only two solutions that there are for this problem. Plus 8, plus the square root of 8, and minus the square root of 8. Okay, so automatically, I can see how this could trick some of you guys. Okay, I see how you see x squared, you see 8, you see 64, you see, you know that 8 squared is 64, all right? But that's not what this is saying. Okay, that's not this. They're saying that you could satisfy this equation by plugging in square root of 64, and that's not true. Okay, so the square root of 64 is not a solution. All right, so this is incorrect. Okay, A is incorrect. We're not going to select it. All right, let's go to letter B and see what else is going on. Letter B says a solution to the equation x squared equals 14. So x squared equals 14 is x equals the square root of 14. All right, let's see if B is going to be true. Okay, so x squared equals 14. They're saying that this is a solution, x equals square root of 14. Let's see if that's true. All right, so let's solve this equation right here. We want to get x by itself to do that, right? So we take the square root of both sides. That happens, right? The squared goes away and the square root goes away. And you get x equals the square root of 14, okay, plus or minus. So that means positive square root of 14 is one solution, and negative square root of 14 is another solution, all right? So yeah. They're saying that x equals the square root of 14 is one of the solutions, and that's true. Okay, it's this one right here. All right, so letter B we can circle. Okay, letter B, that's going to be one of our answers. All right, so notice back up here, the square root of 64 was not one of the solutions we got when we solved this. Right, the solutions we got here were plus or minus the square root of 8. They said that the solution was square root of 64. Okay, no, the solution was plus or minus the square root of 8. All right, let's go to this next one, letter C. Letter C says a solution to the equation x squared equals 37 is the cube root of 37. Is the cube root of 37. Okay, automatically we can see that this is just not true. But let's go ahead and figure it out. All right, so square root both sides, square root goes away, square root goes away. You get x equals plus or minus the square root of 37. And these are both of your solutions right here. Positive square root of 37 and negative square root of 37. These are your two solutions. This is a solution and that's a solution. All right. Guys, notice that they said we're given x squared equals 37. Okay, x squared equals 37. There's no way you're going to get a cube in your work from a squared problem. Okay, the equation only had squared in it. There's no way you're going to get cube root. Okay, that's not going to happen, all right? So that means this is wrong, okay? Let's go to this one. This one says a solution to the equation x cubed equals 4 is x equals the cube root of 64, okay? Let's go write that down, okay? So a solution to the equation x cubed equals 4 is x equals the cube root of 64. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this one. Okay, so x cubed equals 4. How do you get rid of the cubed? Okay, well, to get rid of squared, you did square root. To get rid of cube, you do cube root. Okay, cube root goes away, and the cube goes away, and you get x equals the cube root of 4. Okay, This is your only solution. All right. So what they're saying here, and how they're trying to trick you is they're saying, well, they're going to see that they're going to see a cubed, they're going to see a 4, they're going to see 64, and some of you guys know that 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 6 times 4 is 64, and that's what's going to confuse you about this. Okay, so you're going to say, okay, yes, this is a solution, but the answer is no, it is not. This right here is not a solution to this equation. The solution to this equation is the cube root of 4, not the cube root of 64. Okay? So this problem, this answer right here is also going to be wrong. Letter E. Okay? Letter E says a solution to the equation x cubed equals 11. X cubed equals 11 is a solution to the equation x cubed equals 11 is x equals the square root of 11. Okay? So now we have this right here. They're saying a solution to this equation is x equals square root of 11. All right? Well, if we solve this, x cubed equals 11, to get rid of the cubed, you take the cube root. Right? Cube root goes away and the cube goes away. And you get x equals the cube root of 11. This is, the cube root of 11 is not the same as the square root of 11. Okay? The answer, the solution of this problem, the solution to this cube root problem, there's only one. Okay? And it's this one, the cube root of 11. They're saying that x equals the square root of 11 is another solution. Okay? That's not true. All right? There's only one solution to this problem, and it's the cube root of 11. Okay? This is square root of 11. Okay? When you don't see a number in the pocket, you assume it's a 2. There's really supposed to be a 2, but a lot of times we don't write it because we assume it's a square root when there's nothing in there. All right, but nonetheless, this is still not the answer. This answer right here, the square root of 11, is not a solution. Okay, to a cube problem. Okay, a solution to a cube problem is a cube answer. Okay, a solution to a squared problem is a square root answer. Okay. So now this next one's going to be, this next one says, letter F says, a solution to the equation x cubed, okay, a solution to the equation x cubed equals 43 is x equals the cube root of 43. Okay, so let's solve this equation. X cubed equals 43. Take the cube root of both sides. Okay, cube goes away, the cube root goes away, and the cube goes away, and you get x equals the cube root of 43 as your solution. And yes, they have the same thing here. Okay, same thing. So this was the solution, and they're saying, and the question or the option choice that you had said that it was a solution, and they're right. Okay, so this is the right answer choice. Okay. Hopefully that made some sense. You can always go back and rewatch it. All right.